Well, basically, everybody's listening to us. The difference is you've seen this. We're here. We're talking to you right now. This has never happened before.
Today on People Now, survivors of the Parkland school shooting on Ellen continuing to speak out about gun control and what comes next.
The deputy assigned to that Florida school resigns after video shows he stayed outside during the shooting.
A surprise engagement on the Bachelor Winter Games World Tells All special last night.
And J-Lo's tribute to her twin's birthday will make you swoon.
You mess with my man, you are as good as dead.
Vanderpump Rules star Lala Kent holding nothing back about her ex and co-stars.
Plus,
I can't believe how relevant it is.
Constance Zimmer is here with all you need to know for Season 3 of Unreal.
all today on People Now. Let's go.
Happy Friday, everyone. We are excited. Yes, the weekend is here. The Friday feeling, lots of applause and everything. Yeah, put us in the mood to dance. Who else feels like getting in the groove a little bit? Look at this. Yes. Who is that? Oh. So listen, a survey by YouGov US, 34% of men, here's the findings, 34% of men totally refuse to dance, and 47% think they're bad dancers, all right? Now, those stats may or may not be surprising to you, but we want to know if being a bad dancer stops you from hitting the dance floor, whether you're a man or a woman. Just tell us about your dance moves. Tell us about your appetite for dancing, whatever you want. Tweet us at People with the hashtag People Now. Kind of an open air question of the day. Do you like to dance or not? All right, guys. Also, we're continuing our countdown to daylight savings time. We are now 16 days away from that extra hour of sweet, sweet sunshine. That is right, people. Those winter blues, they are soon going to be melting away, and we can't wait. So much so that we're counting it down every single day. First, let's start with this. What's trending for your Friday? Watch.
It's amazing the universal support we've gotten. I mean, it's proof that this isn't red and blue. This isn't generation versus generation. This is the 97% of people who believe that we need to take steps here together.
Yeah.
3 amazing survivors from the Parkland, Florida school shooting sat down with Ellen DeGeneres on Thursday to share more about what they're doing to promote gun law reform. Students Jacqueline Corinne, Cameron Caskey, and Emma Gonzalez also opened up about the friends they lost on February 14th when 17 people were fatally shot at their high school.
I used to dance with Jamie. I was on a competition team with her a few years back, and it's just really hard knowing that she's gone, and all these kids I've had in my classes for years, so we grew up with them.
Scott Beagle was a good friend of mine. He was my camp counselor at Starlight and a teacher for me at Pinecrest, and one of the things we've always said about Scott Beagle was he was a friend before he was a teacher or a counselor. He wasn't the type of person to say, hey kid, he was the type of person to say, hey Cam, and we loved him. He was everybody's friend.
Wow.
I knew Carmen Chantrup, and we rode the bus together all the time, and we would always just like tell each other our troubles through the day, and at the end of the 5-minute conversation, we'd be feeling lighter than air.
Emma, Cameron, and Jacqueline are just 3 of the student activists organizing the March for Our Lives rally in Washington, D.C., set for Saturday, March 24th. Emma, who memorably spoke at a gun control rally on Saturday and on stage at the CNN Town Hall on Wednesday, explained exactly what kind of change they want to see and why they're the perfect young people to finally get the job done.
Are you saying just stricter gun laws, or you're not saying no guns,
We're
right?
not saying no guns.
Okay.
We are saying we want to regulate semi-automatic weapons and the accessories that make them fully automatic, because fully automatic weapons are banned.
Right.
But the accessories that make semi-automatic ones aren't. So we want to stop those from getting into the hands of the public. Everybody's listening to us. The difference is you've seen this. We're here. We're talking to you right now. This has never happened before. Those kids in previous shootings like Sandy Hook, they were so young, and many of them did not make it out to tell their tale. And we are thankful enough to have been in a school that educated us almost perfectly to handle this situation.
Yeah, really inspiring to watch these students talk about all of this with such poise about these really important things. They've been through so much. They're just 17 and 18 years old. There are new developments as well in the investigation surrounding the Parkland shooting. Watch this.
Well, what I saw was a deputy arrive at the west side of Building 12, take up a position, and he never went in.
Yeah, Sheriff Scott Israel confirming at a press conference Thursday that the Broward Sheriff Deputy assigned to Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School has resigned. Israel says that the surveillance video showed the deputy, Scott Peterson, remaining outside of the school where the shooter killed 17 people for an upwards of 4 minutes. The shooting, he said, lasted 6 minutes. He added that Peterson clearly knew a shooter was inside the building, but stayed outside. Israel said that he suspended Peterson without pay on Thursday morning, but he chose to resign because he had enough time with the force to meet the requirements of retirement. Israel also revealed 2 other Broward County officers have been put on administrative duties, but their names were not released at this time. Well, guys, it'll be another 4 years until America has a chance to see Team USA's women figure skaters fight for a spot on the Winter Games podium. The 3 female U.S. skaters competing in the 2018 Winter Games finished on Friday no better than 9th. According to one longtime figure skating reporter, it was collectively the worst performance by the country's women figure skaters ever. Olympic skater Chen told reporters that she's extremely disappointed, saying, quote, "I know I've trained myself to skate better than that, and not being able to deliver is a huge letdown for myself and everyone who supported me." 18-year-old Chen competed for the U.S. along with 24-year-old Myra Nagasu and 20-year-old Brady Tennell. All 3 have been national champions at one point or another, but none of them skated cleanly in the individual event, Chen finishing 11th, Nagasu 10th, and Tennell came in 9th. While U.S. figure skaters have historically been dominant in the women's individual event, earning 23 of its 75 medals since the modern Winter Games began a century ago, no American has made it onto that podium there since 2006. The last gold medal winner was Sarah Hughes in 2002. Now, People recently sat down in Pyeongchang with retired Olympic figure skater Michelle Kwan, a woman who became an icon for the sport, and she revealed what it's like for these athletes after they say goodbye to the Winter Games. Watch.
There's no easy transition for professional athletes, Olympians, because you focused your whole life, or 20 years of my life, it was all about skating. And then when I finished, it was like, now what? I think athletes struggle with sort of the identity. Like, I was known as a figure skater, and then I went back to school, and then I pursued my master's degree in foreign policy. And it was like, I'm no longer a figure skater. Working and having the opportunity and honor to work at the State Department, it was a challenge. I found it fascinating, though, to find a passion outside of sports. And, you know, I always say that figure skating is a chapter, a fantastic, amazing chapter of my life, but there are many more chapters.
All right, guys, let's check in on our question of the day. We're talking about a survey which says that 47% of men think that they are bad dancers, 34% of men refuse to dance at all.
I would have thought it was higher, actually, because I feel like there's a lot of people that just don't dance because they're afraid.
Not gonna do it, yeah.
People have thoughts on this. Our man user says, I don't dance. Not good or bad, just because I won't.
Line in the sand.
Yeah.
Another Twitter user says, I'm very gangly, so my dance moves are pretty interesting, but it doesn't stop me.
Look, I appreciate the effort, and dancing's all about having fun.
Yeah.
A lot of people are bad at dancing, but they still do it.
I think most are worse than they think they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's what you think you look like, and then there's what you look like. I fall in the category of gangly guy, but it doesn't stop me.
I'm pretty bad too. I don't have I just don't get beats and like the sense of rhythm, but I still do it. I still go out and dance.
I don't get beats.
I don't get it.
And the sense of rhythm. Keep the comments coming in. We're going to check in with you again soon, but first, Andrea, more for us in Star Treks.
Yes, Jeremy. So we are kicking off Star Treks with one Supermama's first big appearance post-baby. Mindy Kaling stepped out in public for the first time since giving birth to daughter Katherine. The 38-year-old actress joined her A Wrinkle in Time co-stars Oprah Winfrey, Reese Witherspoon, and Storm Reid to surprise fans at a preview screening at Disneyland, California on Thursday. Kaling wore a super cute polka dot pattern dress by L.K. Bennett, coordinating accessories with her co-stars by rocking a pair of silver mini ears and appropriately dubbing herself Mindy Mouse. See what you did there? The Champions creator welcomed her daughter December 15th and has been keeping a relatively low profile since giving birth. Now, according to close friend and costume designer Salvatore Perez, the baby-free night is a rarity for the new mama. Salvatore telling People, Mindy's truly taking her mommy time. I think she's relishing in motherhood. She really wanted to take a full maternity leave and enjoy being a mom, which I respect her so much for because she's a workaholic. She works 14 to 18 hours a day, and so I think she's throwing herself into the baby, and it's been great. Well, wonderful to hear Mindy's loving mommyhood. All right, now watch this.
Would you marry me?
Yes.
Adorable. I guess love is a universal language after all. Bachelor Nation's Clare Crawley is engaged. During the Bachelor Winter Games World Tells All special on Thursday night, Canadian native Benoit got down on one knee, popped the question in French, and voila, she said yes. That's all I can do. That's all I know in French. Clare opened up about the surprising proposal after the show, telling people it's overwhelming. Going on these Bachelor shows is a huge risk, and you don't know the outcome. It's scary, but it's a risk that you have to take to get the good in the end. Well, the pair hit things off early in Vermont, but Clare soon found herself in the middle of an intense love triangle between her now fiancé and German contestant Christian. While Benoit was very open about his intense feelings for Clare, she ultimately chose to explore her relationship with Christian, leaving Benoit heartbroken. Well, luckily, the duo reconnected via text after Clare and her German beau realized they were not meant to be. And the rest, as they say, was history. Benoit revealed the couple spent hours and hours each day and every day talking to one another, adding that things just got better and better. Now, of course, we got to talk about this ring. Benoit popped the question with a Neil Lane custom-designed sparkler, saying it was the first time that I had to shop for this, and it will be the last one for sure. It's kind of stressful, but I'm glad she likes it. Yeah, I think you did a pretty good job there, Benoit. Big congrats to the happy couple.
I'll be honest, if I'm gonna go for money, Mama going for the gusto. You know?
Lala Kent telling it like it is. That's why we love her. The Vanderpump Rules star has taken a lot of flack on the show for dating an older, very successful Hollywood producer. Her co-stars speculating she was just in the relationship for the money. But Kent made it very clear it's about the love for her. Watch this.
I met my dude and I just fell head over feet. It was like, this is supposed to be this way. You know, you can't fake a relationship and love and passion, and especially protecting it the way I have. I feel like it's something to be admired, not something to be dragged through the mud.
I agree with you, and you see, you've got like a lot of fire when you talk about it. Like, is there one thing that like you are just crazy about with him?
I'm obsessed with just the way that he takes care of my heart and soul. I've never had anybody just baby me in that way, and he's so passionate and funny.
I gotta say, just hearing her talk about it, she really does seem in love. All right, stick around because Lala is breaking down all that Vanderpump Rules relationship drama in just a little bit. Those are your Star Treks for today.
You guys stick around. We're showing you some super adorable Jennifer Lopez home videos. We can't wait to show you. Plus, Vanderpump Rules star Lala Kent. She is, of course, giving us all the dirt on Brittany Cartwright and Jax Taylor's relationship. Are the two having a baby? You don't want to miss that. First, we move on to this.
Yeah.
Have you seen this new show on TLC? It's called Seeking Sister Wife.
Yeah, so it premiered in January, and it shows three families who are either seeking, dating, or transitioning a new sister wife into their lives.
Yeah, for one couple on the show, Ashley and Demetres Snowden, plural marriage, it just made sense to them. Ashley says that she learned about polygamy while studying anthropology, so she was actually excited when Demetres suggested it.
Yeah, no, they say it's a way to achieve their goal of having a really big family. But there's one thing that comes to most people's minds when they think of sharing their partner. I mean, at least it comes to my mind. Jealousy.
Yes.
I could not do it. I would be so jealous.
No, it's definitely one of the most complicated for people that aren't a part of that kind of relationship.
It's hard to wrap your head around.
Hard to wrap your head around. I had to ask Ashley, what is she thinking when Demetres is out on dates with other women?
I probably planned the date.
Okay. Totally opposite. Like, get him out of here.
I probably planned it, you know, or I'm like, now it's my time, you know, it's me time, you know. So yeah, I mean, and sometimes I'm curious to see how things went, but it's probably more the event itself and not them within it. Like, so if they went somewhere that was really cool. It's like, oh, how was the band? You know, I want to know about that stuff. Yeah. You know, how they did and felt about each other.
Right.
It is what it is.
I mean, they're so relaxed about it. Would you be as relaxed if your wife went on a date?
Of course not. Of course not.
Just had to ask. You never know.
You have to have a very good understanding of what's going on.
I think that's why these shows are really fascinating.
Yeah.
You want to get into the mind of that, because I don't understand it. Well, but the Snowdens, they also have 3 young kids at home. With such a non-traditional lifestyle, they explain how they're preparing their kids to deal with the haters.
Yeah, watch this.
We're African American, and so there's a lot of conversations and discussions we already have to have to prep our children for certain nuances in our society. This is just one more thing to add on that conversation list.
The haters love us. Honestly, it's just, right now I think it's at a space where we're just like, okay, don't read the comments.
I think it's just understanding their place, and so being objective, even though they're not being objective with us, being objective in how we respond to them and how they feel, and that's okay. I get it.
Yeah, really interesting to me that he was saying since they're African American, they already have a tough conversation about race with their kids. So this is just an add-on to that, which was.
It seems like they have a good attitude about it. I mean, that's what everyone says about the haters. Don't read the comments and you'll be fine.
Just
it's easier said than done, though.
And now we move on from that. We move back to Vanderpump Rules star Lala Kent spilling some tea. Watch this.
Here's the thing. Even if he never cheats again, I just don't feel like he dotes on her. And I want him to be someone who's like, what can I get you, my love? Like, I want to know that when she's walking around the house barefoot and pregnant, that he's going to, like, baby her. And, you know, I'm a weirdo. I think that way. I'm like, how about in, you know, 5, 10 years when they, like, have a family? What is he going to be like?
Yeah.
But I've heard that he's, like, great with kids. So, I don't know. I'm just being a jerk saying that she deserves much better.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of being pregnant, how excited are they for a new baby on the way?
Wouldn't you like that?
Got a little tense there.
Yeah, we tried. We tried to get the tea.
Get the good stuff. Maybe we'll find out if Jax and Brittany are having a baby sometime soon. We'll see.
The Vanderpump Rules promo sure made it seem like they were.
Yeah, Lala Kent had no problem spilling all the tea on her other co-stars, though.
Yeah, including her friend Scheana Marie. Now, we asked Lala how she's doing since her pretty public split from ex-boyfriend Rob.
I've always said Scheana has one of the best hearts that, you know, you'll ever come in contact with. She's just a solid human. And I would like her to take a step back and kind of take time to herself and really figure out not only what she wants, but remember what she deserves, because he wasn't giving her what she was giving him. And it's like, he claims that they broke up because of the show, yet Rob, you're on every red carpet, daddy. I don't know what you think everyone's thinking. We see right through you.
All right, what we really wanted to know was how her relationship is today with longtime friend James Kennedy.
Yeah, because things have been tense. The two have been fighting on the show recently.
Yeah, James made some rude comments about her boyfriend.
Yeah, so here's what she said about that.
You mess with my man, you are as good as dead to me.
So the next question was going to be, is there anything you could do to get back in the good graces? There's really nothing. It's over.
That would be strictly up to my boyfriend, but even then, I feel like he's such a hothead and a loose cannon. I can't be around people that don't make me feel safe, and it's like, how do you have a friendship with someone where you have to walk on eggshells? And if I tell them this, will they use it against me? For me, let's just take what he said about my human aside. He's just too much of a liability in my life.
All right, guys. Can you believe Jennifer Lopez has 10-year-old twins?
They grew up so fast.
It's really hard to believe.
Her twins, Max and Emmy, are officially in the double digits.
Yeah, the busy mama made a special video for the occasion with clips featuring private family snaps, pictures, and footage from when the twins were just little babies.
I love these, like the home videos. They're so adorable. J-Lo posted the montage on Instagram on Thursday, writing in part, "It's hard to get my head around the fact that it's been 10 years since these two forces of nature came into my world and changed my life forever."
Now, proud papa Mark Anthony can also be seen in some of the clips, and he made sure to repost the birthday tribute on his own social media pages. It's just so adorable, and my goodness, you're right. Like, you look back at that, it's like they really do grow up really quickly.
Cute. Lopez also shared photos from Max and Emmy's birthday party on her Instagram story on Thursday night. Let me tell you, she pulled out all the stops for this party.
Honestly, I wish I would have gotten the invite. That's generally my feeling with these events. There were customized cakes, fruit punch bowls, even the world's largest gummy bear. Basically every 10-year-old kid's dream.
Yeah, and I love gummy bears, so I'm pretty jealous of that.
Your dream, too.
Seems like the whole family had a great time. Now, we know J-Lo is constantly sharing snaps of her kids, gushing about them on social media, so it's great to see they can all celebrate such a big birthday.
Yeah, really exciting. Watch.
It's gonna be a great season. Let's do this. Action already.
She's hot, smart, but single.
Let's get this sausage party started.
Not in the face.
I thought women were dramatic.
Woo! We are so excited because Unreal is back. The third season of the Lifetime series premieres on Monday, and after a year and a half without any new episodes, we cannot wait to see what happens next. Now, the show has always featured strong female characters fighting for success in a male-dominated industry, but this season was actually shot before the Time's Up and Me Too movements were even created. But as series star Constance Zimmer tells me, it is more relevant than ever.
I can't believe how relevant it is. Like, you will see the ending of this season and just, it'll blow your mind.
I look like a stripper mermaid.
Oh, are you kidding me? You look amazing. And you have a mostly female writing staff, a female showrunner, female creators, female stars. And so it's something that we've all been aware of. It's something that people talk about. It just hadn't been brought to light yet. It will be heard more because it is now all out there. Whereas had they seen it a year ago, they might have brushed it off as something that is an exaggerated version, except now it's not exaggerated. Now it's real.
Now, if you're wondering just how real the show Unreal actually is, Constance says she's got proof. She hears from people who work in reality TV all the time who explain how much the show gets right.
I think, you know, the Rachel character resonates a lot for people who have been PAs on reality shows. They'll talk to us at panels, and the first thing they'll say is, you know, I got out.
Oh, wow.
And you're just like, even just saying that, you're like, wow, you got, oh, wow. And I just like get the chills. And those are the people too that are like, you should call your show Real because it's crazy.
Now, of course, we couldn't let Constance go without asking about another show that we love around here, House of Cards. Now, it's confirmed that Constance Zimmer will be back playing Janine for the 6th and final season of the Netflix show. And that the series' last chapter will be led by Robin Wright in light of Kevin Spacey's firing in November. Now, Constance couldn't tell us much about the secret plans for the finale, but she's confident that the show and Janine will go out with a bang.
I'm just so excited beyond anything that Janine gets to get out of Ithaca and I hope just come back and, you know, kick some ass, if I'm allowed to say that. And I think we all can only imagine, or at least hope and pray, that what Janine could possibly do in this final season.
Guys, the Winter Games are coming to an end this weekend, so sadly we'll have to wait 4 more years to see all our favorite snowy sports in Beijing. But before leaving Pyeongchang, People sat down with U.S. bobsledder Asia Evans, where she reflected on inspiring other athletes and what she's going to do next.
I ended up getting so much love and feedback from African-American women and women all across the world, and how much I inspired them through my journey. And so then I started to realize that I stood for something more than just being an athlete, more than just competing for a medal. It's bigger than that, and now that's my main focus, is continuing to inspire people, doing it for them, and helping us all to win. I feel like I'm a part of history, and to be inspired by so many women and to kind of turn into an inspiration for other women is amazing. I'm still like in the air about all my plans after the Olympics, but one thing I know for sure I'm gonna do and I'm excited about is going Bigfoot hunting. I'm really intrigued by Bigfoot and aliens and all these like mysterious creatures and things that may exist in the world.
It took these 2 bits out of me, just to be sure, again, another wait, and then I get the results the next day, and yes, indeed, there is a cancer there.
Stephen Frie is opening up about his diagnosis with prostate cancer. The comedian and TV presenter shared a video on Twitter early Friday, writing, "For the last 2 months, I've been in the throes of a rather unwelcome and unexpected adventure." In the clip, Frie discusses the events that led to his diagnosis, revealing he had an operation in early January in order to have his prostate removed. He adds, "So far as we know, it's all been got." Frie says he's currently recovering from the procedure and that his family and husband supported him every step of the way. We're certainly wishing him all the best on his road to recovery.
Yeah, thoughts definitely with him. Now, let's check in on our question of the day one last time. We want to know your thoughts on dancing after a YouGov survey said that 34% of men refuse to dance.
You know, one Twitter user says, "Don't know if I'm any good, but I love dancing, but it has to be the right song. If I know all the words for some reason, I have a way better time."
That's true.
That's absolutely right.
Yes, I think because then you have the confidence, you're feeling good.
And there's something about, even if you can't really dance, you can at least like fist bump to the words as you're saying them.
Especially if it's a rap song and you can rap all the words, then you look really cool.
Yeah.
There are ways to make you look cooler as a dancer.
They just told me they found video of you dancing right here.
That is not.
Look at that!
I wish that was me. I couldn't even do that dance move.
I've seen you do something very similar to that here in the studio.
My go-to dance move is the worm. That's usually a crowd pleaser.
Oh, you can't do the worm, which is really impressive.
Yeah, so at least I have that. Do you have a dance move?
Yeah, just like break it. You know what? The good thing, I do the Will Smith told me in Hutch. Just keep it right here. Or Hitch, not Hutch. Oh, nice, yeah. There's my go-to. All right.
Man.
Like I said, gangly but confident.
But confident, yes. We'll be asking you guys a new question of the day on Monday on People Now, so come back then.
So much fun. Coming up next week, William, Kate, Harry, and Meghan step out for their first official royal appearance together on Wednesday. We'll have all the details. You don't want to miss that. Plus, the Shib Sibs are here. Brother and sister ice dancing duo, Maya and Alex Shibutani, take us behind the scenes of their bronze medal win at the Winter Games.
Yes, thank you so much for watching. So now we leave you with one last thing from Vanderpump Rule star Lala Kent. Enjoy.
Bye, guys.
Hi, I'm Lala, and this is one last thing. My last girls' night out was with Katie, Kristen, and Stassi. Actually, we went to a little bar and had drinks. The last song stuck in my head. All Eyes on Me by Tupac. My last big splurge, you could not put Gucci in front of me and not have me go insane. So, my bag.